Hey, so I want to ask you a question. Are you still trying to find what you were created to create? I'm going to ask you again. Are you still trying to find what you were created to create? You know, my goal is to help you to elevate your performance. I want you to win. And I want you to win in the way that matters to you. Winning is so powerful, but yet so intimate. For some, they want to win mentally. For some, they want to win emotionally, financially, spiritually, relationally. We all have different categories that we want to win for. Some of us, we want to win across the board. But also, what winning actually means looks different to each and every person. But I want to challenge you, inspire you, and empower you to win. And in order to do so, it's time for you to elevate your performance. The big thought, the big idea that we have been discussing is that another level requires another lever. And that lever isn't on you, it's in you. If I was to say it another way, I would say, are you waiting on a bus to come that you are sitting in the driver's seat of? And by not moving, you're ultimately delaying yourself from your destiny. One of my favorite sayings is that life is in session. The show is in full swing. And regardless of if you're in motion, time is moving. Today, I want to give you permission to stop waiting around trying to find what you were created to create. One of the kryptonites of purpose is clarity. Clarity is such a powerful thing because it is clarity that gives us confidence. Confidence allows us the courage to invoke influence, and influence equals impact. And one of the reasons I believe we struggle with clarity of purpose is because we have been programmed to believe that purpose is something you find. Walk with me. Here's one of the things that I know to be true about finding something is that you have to know what it looks like. You cannot find something if you have no idea what it looks like if you've never seen it before. Maybe the issue that we have with clarity of purpose is because we're trying to find purpose when we were created to create purpose. Can I break this down for you? There is a formula to creating purpose that I want to share with you in this video. And if I was to give you the formula, I would ask you to write it down like this. It's combining your gifts and abilities with opportunities that align with what you value. Let me say that again, that the formula for creating purpose is to combining your gifts and abilities with opportunities that align with what you value. You see, this moment in time is not about you waiting around for something to happen, but for you to finally recognize that you are the thing that you're waiting on. That you have the keys. You have the keys. You have the pieces to create your masterpiece. You have the elements to ultimately create the empire. You have the gifts, God-given gifts, that were given to you to turn something that is ordinary into something extraordinary. And our lifelong journey to oftentimes find this place and this point where we can begin to create is really just our lifelong journey to find ourselves. Find ourselves as we've been misguided, as we've been hurt, as we've been mishandled by things, people, and even circumstances that causes us to now dilute our power, to some degree diminish our identity. And now we have forgotten that our birthright is dominion. What I want to encourage you today to do is to remember that is in you. It's in you. So many of us are believing that it's on you. It's in you because another level requires another lever, and that lever isn't on you, it is in you. So in order for us to create our purpose, it is essential to understand that it's about combining your gifts and abilities with opportunities that align with what you value. What am I saying here? There are three critical things that we must embrace and develop if we're going to truly be able to create purpose. Number one is that we must embrace our gift and or abilities. The challenge is we live in this world where we're constantly comparing ourselves to other people, to other people's gifts. And oftentimes what we're doing is we're comparing somebody else's stage performance to our life process. And so what we end up doing is diminishing our process because it doesn't look like the performance. But to embrace your gift and ability is to truly get to the point of finding the value that you possess, of knowing that you were uniquely created with gifts and abilities. And I heard this discussion was so powerful by T.D. Jakes and Stephen Furtick. And one of the things that T.D. Jakes said is that your gift is your norm. That's so powerful. And that's why it's so difficult to not only embrace it, but to quantify it, because it is normal to you. So the assumption is because it is normal to you, it is also normal to those around you. What are the things that come easy for you, come easy to you? Do you know the issue with normalizing your gift? And why we end up diminishing the gift is because we try to prematurely monetize it. You look at your gift in its current state and you say, there's no way that this current gift can be of any quantifiable value in the marketplace. And forgetting that the value that you currently have in your market is directly connected to the value that you've invested in you. Or let me simplify it this way, that you cannot get potential out of what you don't put potential into. Energy goes where energy flows. And so the energy that you're not receiving is directly connected to the energy that you have not invested. So when you prematurely try to monetize your gift and ability, you will diminish it because it does not look like today what you believe it needs to look like in order to carry value in your market. But you still have the ability and the permission to decide today to put something into this gift and ability so it can become the thing that can ultimately fuel you in this life. The second thing that we must truly stay connected to and never compromise is knowing what you value. Your values are always on the constant attack by circumstances, people, by money. That what you value, it's so easy to try to or to diminish what you value to be embraced, to be accepted. But to be accepted by the masses, but to be rejected by yourself is such a troubling place to live. In the spaces where we experience torment. So I want to encourage you today to truly know what you value, know what your values are, and to stay committed to those values, because in order to create purpose, you have to commit to an opportunity that aligns with what you value. What do you value? Do you value freedom? Do you value serving others? Do you value building? Do you value creating? Do you value your faith? Like, what do you value? Because if you have the gift and ability and you're committed to an opportunity that does not align with what you value, it will feel like work. Here's the third thing. We got to be ready to seize or even create opportunities that fit those values. So much of this is about readiness, and I'm going to make a message on being ready for the opportunity and why it's so critical and so important that we're ready. Because ultimately, if we are not ready to seize opportunity that aligns with those values, or if we don't invoke the courage to create opportunities that align with those values, there's no way to ultimately walk in purpose. So I'll end it like I started. Are you waiting around trying to find what you were created to create? What you need is not found in your next. What you need is hidden in your now. What you need is already around you. What you need is already within you. Another level requires another lever, and that lever isn't on you, it's in you. Instead of spending this year waiting for the bus to come, stretch your hands down, turn the keys, put that thing in gear, and go after the life that you were created to not only live, but the lives that you were created to change as a result of you choosing to live. And more importantly, don't allow people to dilute you simply because they can't digest you.
Hey, what's up, difference maker? Joval Glasgow here, and from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. You know, this is where you come to gain the clarity, confidence, and influence that you need to level up in your impact. And my heart's desire, my mission is to see you achieve the pinnacle of your purpose, to live a life that is fulfilling in every single area. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn on your bell notifications so that you are notified whenever I drop new content. I can't wait to see you again on the next video. And until then, stay empowered.